kidding. But there's a reason, right? There's a reason I get my audiences to do this. And there's actually a science to why I do this. Did you notice when you all did that exercise, did you notice the energy in the room lift? Did you notice it elevate? Now there's a scientific hormonal reason why this happens. There was a hormone that was just released in every single one of your bodies. Do you know what it's called? Any science nerds or psychology nerds? Not serotonin, not endorphins. Oxytocin, someone said it. Good job. Now oxytocin is this incredible hormone that's fundamental to our well-being. And it's released in the highest amount day to day when we're in a proximity of other people, specifically when we touch other people, specifically when we give another person a hug. And it makes us feel good. This hormone, oxytocin, is fundamental to our well-being and our survival. When do you think we experience the most oxytocin in our lifetime, specifically women?
Pregnancy, childbirth.
Pregnancy. Hands up, who's had a child in the room? Alright, cool. So what was the baby doing to you, beautiful women, for hours and hours before all of that oxytocin was suddenly released in your body? All the pain, yeah? Unless you had an epidural, then maybe not. But all of a sudden, and I haven't had a child, so you guys are more fit to answer this question, but I've seen the look on a new mum's face when they look at their baby for the first time, and it's like all of that pain's just suddenly forgotten. Yeah, and this is actually a mechanism of our survival. You know there's spiders that eat their mates and eat their children? They just don't have enough oxytocin. Yeah? There's a void of oxytocin in their system. Now why do you think that was paramount, fundamental to our survival as a human species?
We didn't eat each other.
So that what?
We didn't eat each other.
We didn't eat each other, yeah, maybe, or like throw your baby out, right?
So we continue to reproduce.
So you continue to reproduce, yeah, and does it make you feel like you want to protect that baby from everything, that you have this unbreakable bond? Yeah, we actually experience that in a kinship with each other when we come together in a proximity. And when you think about that in a tribal context, why do you think that was important for us? That we actually felt good when we were around other people. When you go back thousands of years ago, did life look like this? What were we living in? Caves, in tribes, right? So why do you think it was an important part of our design that we felt good when we were close to other people? Protection, right? Because what was the biggest threat to our life back then? Saber-toothed tigers, woolly mammoths. But specifically, what was the biggest punishment the tribe could give you as a tribe member? Loneliness, specifically banishment, yeah? Because what did banishment mean? The saber-toothed tiger was going to probably come and get you, yeah? Because who could outrun a saber-toothed tiger? Anything you believe is possible, so... But for the most part, we weren't the strongest or the fastest animal, right? What were we the best at as human beings? We were the best at working together. So does it make sense that our hormonal system is actually wired in a way that's designed to keep us in a proximity to other people? Does that make sense? It makes us feel good. And you know, I got told something again and again and again doing the work I do in mental health and working with thousands of people around the world, which is, Nicole, you're too much of an idealist. You're way too altruistic in your thinking, because I believe fundamentally we all just want love and we all just want connection. And I've been told that the reason that's idealistic is because there are many people in the world that believe that human nature is innately selfish. Who believes that human nature is innately selfish in the room? Amazing, I love being in rooms like this. Can we act selfishly? Yes. Yeah, totally. But who feels good when you walk into a room and you feel like you have to watch your back because everyone's judging you? Does anyone enjoy that experience? Who loves walking into a room like this and you know that you can let your guard down and you're going to be loved and accepted and supported? Who really likes that experience? Yeah, when you get to hang out with your best mates, when you come back to your family, there's a reason that feels good, because our nature is love. Our nature's love, it comes from that place. And it's so important to remember that connectivity, right, is the most important thing. And we have something that's plaguing 85% of the Western population today, and that's loneliness. Loneliness is the biggest symptom, and it's worse for your physical health than smoking a packet of cigarettes a day. Isn't that crazy? So what is blocking us from doing the thing that is most natural to us, which is connecting, which is loving each other? What beliefs do you have in your mind that are stopping you from connecting more deeply with your family, with your friends, most importantly, your dreams, right? True connection, having people around you that can truly support that. What beliefs do you have in your mind? For me, it's that I wasn't good enough. I wasn't worthy of love. I didn't know how to connect. I was going to say the wrong thing. These insecurities that get in our way, but there's a way through those insecurities. There really is. I'm going to tell you a story before I finish up about how I came to realize this. So, about 2 years ago, I was asked to do a bungee jump with my friend. A new friend that I made, right? A very, very new friend that I made on a trek in Costa Rica. And I was on that trek to discover more of myself. I wanted to unpack more of my beliefs and figure out what was getting in my way of being more connected, more deeply connected to my purpose, more deeply connected to my relationships. And I met him on the trek, and when he found out about what I did, and when he asked me what I did, I said, I help people overcome fear. I help people overcome fear and break through. And he said, oh my goodness, I'm so happy I met you. I've been looking for someone to do the bungee jump with me. And I said, I don't understand how you're putting two and two together. I don't understand how that's linked. And then he was like, well, you know, when you get people to step onto the edges of their belief system, Nicole, and believe in a new possibility, believe in a new vision, how is that different from you standing on the edge of the bungee jump? So you either need to do the bungee jump with me or you need to reconsider your job because you're a hypocrite. So, that's brutal. Long story short, I find myself on the third world version of a bungee jump, not a first world version of a bungee jump, which was a platform in between two valleys which was swaying in the wind. They were a kilometre apart and the drop was 800 metres down, right? And I had a freeze response, a total freeze response, when I was meant to be jumping. And I asked the guy who didn't speak very good English, he spoke Spanish, has anyone died doing this? And he said, in broken English, I'll tell you after. I was like, great. Thanks, mate. Thank you for telling me after at least. And then I found myself not being able to take the jump, but I was coaching myself again and again and again, saying, Nicole, fear's just in your head, just jump, you can do this, but it wasn't working. And then I realised something really profound. I could have stood there on the edge of that bungee jump for another minute, another 5 minutes, another year, another 10 years. Was a bungee jump ever going to get any easier? No. What was going to happen?
You would back out.
It gets harder, right? And have you guys noticed this? The longer you don't do something, the harder it gets. Our belief systems are like this. The longer that we believe negative things about ourselves, the harder it is to break free of it. And when I realised that on the edge of the bungee jump, I literally leaped off the bungee jump into one of the most ecstatic feelings I've ever felt. It was true liberation. This amazing Costa Rican jungle, the fresh air was incredible. And this was the epiphany, right? We spend our whole life, some of us, and I see this in my work time and time again, on the edge of the bungee jump, thinking that we're saving ourselves from the scariest bit. But is the jump itself the scariest bit? What's the scariest bit? Standing on the edge. So if you could take one thing away from my presentation today, let it be this. We are wired for connection. Whatever's getting in your way of taking those bungee jump moments, whether it's making a new connection today, taking an opportunity that you've been too scared to take at school, or co-curricularly, or starting a project, you're never too young. Life will literally bend to the things that you believe in yourself. And if you find yourself in that state of hesitation, just remember this story and ask yourself, what is my bungee jump moment? Because as soon as you jump, you free yourself of the scariest bit and you train yourself to be entrepreneurial, to be brave, to be courageous, to step out of fear and into more love, which is your nature. Thanks, guys.